Morning everyone and welcome in Heart 112. Now I would like to discuss practical exercise number 4, diameter measurement using calipers and tape. These are the instruments generally used to measure the diameter of forest trees. Diameter of trees or logs of wood can be measured with simple equipment like calipers, tapes and wooden scales. First one is caliper. The caliper consists of a fixed arm mounted perpendicularly to a graduated beam and a movable arm parallel to the former and sliding along the fixed beam. You can see in figure 7.1. Caliper is used to measure stem diameters of felled trees and the overbark breast height diameter (BHD) of standing trees. In order to minimize instrument errors, a rigid construction of the caliper is imperative. Aluminum calipers have increased in popularity, but they should be regularly checked for their accuracy and, if necessary, calibrated at least once annually. In general, calipers have to meet the following quality specifications. You can see the calipers in figure 7.1, and caliper measuring stem diameter is a formula. Delta alpha D is equal to D upon 2 into 10 alpha and 1 minus 10 alpha upon 2 R. Delta D is equal to D by 2 into 10 alpha. The graduated beam must be perfectly straight, of sufficient length for measuring large dimension and sturdy trees. To eliminate recording errors, the graduations should be clearly visible. The movable and fixed arms should run exactly parallel. Two arms of the caliper should be located on a plane. If the movable arm is not at a right angle to the fixed beam, figure 7.1, the resultant systematic positive error is dependent upon the angle of deviation alpha and the diameter of the tree. The point of measurement is consistently incorrectly positions. The resultant operator bias is two-sided. In research plots, the error may be negligible by permanently marking the breast height position. The graduated beam is not held at an angle of 90 degree to the stem. For an angle of deviation of alpha degrees, the observed diameter is approximately equal to D 1 minus 10 alpha upon 2, and the percentage error is equal to 50-10 alpha. The corresponding error in the estimated basal area is approximately twice as high. The operator sometimes tends to exert too much pressure during measuring, in which case a systematic negative operator bias is introduced. On slopes, a positive bias is likely to occur by not consistently measuring from the uphill position. Several sophisticated instruments such as Wheeler's pentaprism, finished parabolic caliper, Burr and Stroud optical dendrometer, angle gauges, Kramer's dendrometer, etc. are also available for measuring the stem diameter. The diameter tape produces slightly biased estimates. If the stem cross section is not exactly circular, the following sources of errors have been noted. Systematic errors occur when the measuring position is constantly located above or below 1.30 meter. The tape is slanted around the tree and sags on one side, in which case a positively biased estimate is obtained. The error increases with the size of the tree and may be substantial for large sized trees when it is inconvenient for the operator to verify the position of the tape on the back side of the tree. Excessive pressure induces a negative operator bias. In general, the resultant bias remains within acceptable limits. The occurrence of loose bark, for example in eucalyptus plantation, generates a positive error unless these bark sections are removed prior to measurement. Diameter tape is usually considered to produce an almost error-free estimate of the tree diameter because of the smaller random error involved in successive tape measurement on the same tree. The diameter increment is also obtained free of bias and more accurately compared with caliper measurements. In the absence of diameter tapes, ordinary measuring tapes can also be used for stem diameter measurement. Now, I would like to discuss wooden scale. It is used for measuring diameter of stump or end section of logs exposed as a result of cross cutting. It is also used in stump and stem analysis for measuring a radius of successive decade marks. While measuring the diameter, the following rules should be observed. Diameter should be measured along the line passing through the pith. In case of eccentric stump or logs, two diameters, one along the major axis and other at right angles to it, should be measured. As the end of the scale often gets worn off by continuous use, measurement should be taken from first centimeter and not from the zero mark. The scale should be placed on edges so that the end of the line to be measured coincide with the marks of the scale. While reading measurements, the eyes should be just above the mark. If this is not done, some error will creep in measurement, and this is called error of parallax. Readers may refer chapter 4.13 wooden scale for further information and diameter measurement using wooden scale. Thank you for patience hearing.